catch up with two players, very exciting young talents in the world of South African cricket. So when I introduce this gentleman, please start the clapping, start the screaming, start the cheering. I know the one is struggling to log in. We've had all the technical demons we could have had in this seminar, so don't even stress. We'll get him on the call either way. So first up, ladies and gentlemen, a semi-pro player turning up for Eastern Province, also SA under 19 lad. He repped it over there. Your hands and mine for Tiaan van Vuuren. There we go. Thank you, Tiaan. You can log on as I introduce one of your teammates and colleagues. And then we've also got a newbie to the Warriors system. A newbie to the Warriors system. He joined them from the Knights this season. Your hands and mine. He's struggling to log on. We hope he's with us. Tshepo Ntuli. Lovely stuff. Let's see if Tshepo's with us. Okay, beautiful. And let's see if Tiaan is with us. Okay, once I can see them and hear them. I can hear someone trying to log on.
Tiaan, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Is that
Tshepo,
Tiaan?
yeah. No, it's Tshepo, yeah.
Tshepo, how are you, brother? You well?
Good, thanks. How are you, Dylan?
Lekker. Good to see you, man.
Always meeting up with the KFC's thingamabobs, yeah, but good to see you as well.
You're all over the place. I'm glad you logged on. You look very happy. I love that you are this happy during lockdown, man. What's up with all this beautiful positive energy?
Listen, it's probably the ocean breeze, you know. We used to the heat and the dryness, so
yes,
there's a bit of breeze here in the Eastern Cape. But yeah, thanks for having me, Dylan, man.
No stress, brother. Good to see you again. Loving your warm personality. It's always very, very good to catch up with you. While we're on that, move from the Knights to the Warriors. Before we get into any cricket aspects, just must be good to be near the ocean and near a bit more scenery than up in Kimberley and Bloemfontein.
You can say that again, but home is home, eh? Home is home. But yeah, I'm actually loving PE so far, so good. And the people over here, they don't call it the friendly city for nothing. So I'm actually loving the people, the environment, the scenery as well. Like I said, I'm not actually used to waking up and seeing the ocean.
Yes.
I'm used to seeing the dam rather. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying every single moment. But unfortunately, I haven't been doing much simply because of the pandemic, and trying to keep safe.
I hear you. Tshepo, I'm going to jump back to you now. Tiaan, if you are live, feel free to jump onto the call at any time. So I'm going to keep chatting. Okay, there. I hear. Whoa. Tiaan's got a very deep voice. Tiaan's voice broke at 12. Tiaan's got a very, very deep voice. Tiaan, are you there?
Yes. Sorry.
No, don't stress. All the technical demons have popped up to PE for some reason. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
So when you can, Tiaan, you can turn on your video. The fans want to see what you look like. It's very important. So they can take a screenshot and or Instagram you.
Yeah, on my side the video is on. It doesn't seem like it's showing on your side there.
Here we go. You live, brother.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Magic.
Okay, cool.
How you doing? Good.
No, always good. Just super stoked to be back on the cricket ground. So yeah.
Lovely stuff. Okay, so I'm going to jump in between the two of you, Tiaan and Tshepo. Tiaan, from your side, how's things been going, man? You said you're back on the cricket field. Are you training? Are you managing to stay sane?
Oh yeah, no, look,
Can you hear me?
Oh no, the wind's bad. Yeah, so my signal is very horrible.
Don't stress.
Anything at all there.
We'll be patient. I just want to find out how's things going now that you can start training again and slowly but surely get back to action.
Sorry, can you just repeat that one more time, please?
No stress, buddy. How's things going now that you're back at training, coping with the new normal? Tiaan, do me a favor.
I can't hear anything.
No stress. If you can log off and then log back on, I'll speak to Tshepo so long. But maybe log on and then log back off.
Okay, cool, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Okay, lovely stuff. Cool. Tshepo, you still with me? You a soldier here, bruh?
Taylor, I'm
You
a soldier, brother, man.
You are a soldier. You are a soldier. Okay. Tshepo Ntuli. Who is Tshepo Ntuli? People see you play, they see your stats, but we don't know a lot about who you are and the journey that you've had, the beautiful one, to becoming a professional contracted player. Childhood dreams are being lived. Where did it all start, my man?
Well, Dylan, Tshepo Ntuli is a boy from Kimberley, a 24-year-old Kimberley Lighty. Um, so it actually started back in, I don't know. But yeah, Kimberley guy actually played for a few years, then went to Bloemfontein, tried to pursue my studies. But as cricketers, we never get that right because we actually do love the game. And so I tried playing for the Free State, and yeah, ever since there, things actually went well for me, God willingly. But yeah, I'm actually loving each and every single moment of standing in the sun and chasing the little red nut.
Lovely. That's what it's all about, brother. The passion and hitting balls and spending hours in the middle that no one sees. And then
Definitely.
as a junior cricketer, did it start at primary school with hardball initially? Did you play a bit of mini cricket? What happened?
Funny enough, Dylan, no one actually knows. So I come from the hood. So my neighbor and I, uh, so there's a fence, between houses. So my neighbor and I used to play against each other. So I was a spinner back in the day. So I would use my fence as a reference for drop, as a spinner.
Yeah.
So I use that as a reference for me, bowling over the fence so that it can actually get the drop and the extra revs, beating through the gate. But yeah, it started there, obviously playing with a tennis ball. And then, went to primary school, started playing mini cricket, softball it was. And I was actually a batter back in the day and not a spinner. But ever since then, but every cricketer does have actually a story to tell. But that's my short story so far.
Lovely stuff. And when you made that realization of, okay, cool, this is what I want to specialize in, moving from primary school into high school and through the provincial system, when did you get your first nod to say, okay, cool, my skill set potentially has the ability to let me be a professional one day?
Well, Dalan, to be honest, I didn't actually want to study. I'm not gonna shy away from that. I always wanted to be a professional cricketer because of I grew up watching players like Tandi Chabalala. He was a spinner, and I always looked up to him because of
Yeah.
he played South Africa. Aaron Pankiso them. So that actually gave me that drive. To because those guys, let's be honest, they also come from a decent background, and that also just gave me that extra push to say, listen, as long as you put in the hard work, you'll achieve whatever you want to achieve. You understand? Because impossible is nothing. So ever since then, when I was in grade 8, I made that decision. I know it was quite young. I was quite young, but I made that decision, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna drift through my grades. I'm just gonna drift through my grades, and as long as I get my 50%, I'll be happy. And ever since then, yeah. And here I am today, God willingly. So I'm a pro cricketer, and obviously I do still have ambitions to playing for my country one day. And but this is a great stepping stone and opportunity for me to achieve those goals of mine.
Lovely stuff. I love that journey and that story so far, Tshepo. Just we're gonna jump back into you now. I just wanna see if Tiaan is anywhere near us. Tiaan, are you near us, bro? Are you online? Tiaan's there? Is
Yeah.
he not?
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Tiaan,
Hopefully
how's
this
the
is
week?
better.
Is it better?
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see how it goes.
I can hear you clearly. If
Okay,
the
cool.
video, if the video is bad, we can just do audio.
Okay. It should be.
No, I can see you.
Okay.
You're winning. You're winning,
Okay,
brother. I
cool.
don't know what you did.
Yeah.
Stand still for the next 10, 15 minutes. You must stand still. Cool. And Tiaan, with you, we're just chatting about the journeys with the KFC mini cricket program. We're very fascinated with where things started with players because often we don't know. We see you scoring runs, we see you taking wickets, we see you doing amazing things in the field. Players from all different backgrounds in life. But who is Tiaan van Vuuren? Who is this exciting young talent?
Yeah, no. Look, I mean, cricket's always been like a driving type of passion for me. Just either playing it as a casual game or on the field, it's always enjoyable. So, I mean, passion started from a young age, just at school. You see me every morning with the bat and ball. So, I mean, yeah, it's constantly been there all the time.
Okay, lovely stuff. We've got questions that we've lined up from the KFC mini cricket coaches and coordinators of Eastern Province. They wanted to make it a bit more personal. So for both of you, Tiaan, you can go first up since you just joined us. Who's had the greatest influence on your cricketing career so far? Straight into the deep end.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, by far, I would say a lot of the EP coaches have contributed a lot, but I would say Coach Duppy regarding the batting, and then also Coach Pitts and some of the SA coaches regarding my bowling. So I feel they have really stepped up my game from where it was.
Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. And then from your side, Tshepo?
Um, Dylan, it's actually quite interesting because I wouldn't say a lot of coaches, but not taking anything away from the coaches who actually assisted me. But a lot of players actually influenced where I am. Your Dane Beats, your best bomber, if I can say. But your Dane Beats, your Robbie Pease, I actually played with him and he's my current coach. And not forgetting Hilton Moreng and Werner Kutsia. I mean, those are the guys who actually played a massive role in my cricketing career so far. And I believe there's still a lot of coaches who's going to come across. But so far, those are the four main coaches and players who actually contributed a lot.
Okay, lovely stuff. And then jumping back to you, Tiaan. Um, Career highlights so far, those moments that stand out that have really been ones where you go, it's been worth it. This journey has been really good, and this is the rewards of all the hard work.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel there's kind of three that stand out for me right now at the moment. Kind of just the whole like being introduced to the semi-pro side during matric. That was really a wow moment for me. And as well as Coke Week, being like the champs there was a tough progress, but getting there was also amazing. And also, like, I think the biggest one for me was the World Cup. Being in that setup, playing amongst international youngsters, it was, yeah, definitely something to look back on.
Tiaan, I feel like I'm more excited for you when we speak about your first class debut or your semi-pro debut as a matric student going to the World Cup for South Africa. Those are big things, bruh. You were playing on TV while your friends were writing exams, okay? So what was that like? And I want to hear from both sides, the semi-pro and then the World Cup. And donning South African colors, man, just singing that national anthem and knowing that you're representing a couple of million people back home.
Yeah. I'll get to the World Cups part now, but just starting off with the semi-pro, I feel I don't know, it's an indescribable feeling, being spotted, still in the trick, playing high school games, but sure, the nerves was up there, but playing amongst players that are now playing in franchise. And some also playing international games now. Looking back, I don't know. It was just was unbelievable. I'm just glad I could at least get 1 wicket on my debut, so I'm stoked for that.
Lovely stuff. Yep, that's in the history books, brother. That will not go away. It's on record.
Yeah.
And then with the World Cup?
Yeah, no, look, that is a whole different experience on its own. Obviously, the whole televised games, but as well as the crowd that came out, I think that made my World Cup for me. Having the support, singing the national anthems, I still get goosebumps thinking back of it. Yeah, kind of getting a bit emotional like
Yes.
during the singing, but no, it was just like, it was awesome to be able to represent my country, still around the 19 level. But yeah, no, it was definitely a hard fought battle there. So yeah, no, it's awesome memories.
The start of a beautiful journey and greater things to come, brother. So much more excitement left in your career. And then let's just shift over to Tshepo. Tshepo, from your side, also still very young, 24. Take us back to your first, to your debut, bro. I don't know if it was first class cricket when you started or semi-pro. I know they changed the name over the past couple. So what was that like, dude?
Thailand, actually, my semi-pro semi-pro. It was against EP, and I got actually a 5, and Nicky Mboye was still my coach. So that's a thing that I can never actually forget. And professionally, making my debut at the age of 19, a T20 debut, and it was still called Ram Slam, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I had to play against your Andrew Fanatics, your Justin Hontongs at the age of 19. That's a memory I'll never actually take. No one can actually take away from me. And just taking wickets or professionally, you understand, and contributing to team victories. That also is also one of the memories that actually stood out for me. And not forgetting that one year when the Knights actually won the 4-day competition. That was something special because of the hard yards, the hours that were spent,
Yeah.
training, gym, fitness. I went home literally fatigued each and every single day. So those moments that moment when it came, it was something else. I don't want to lie.
Beautiful, man. I love the fact that both of you are still so young, still very exciting talents, and I can see the happiness with which you reflect on your short but exciting career, because you know there's more in store. And then Tshepo, I want to stay with you. Coming in as a 19-year-old, playing in a professional setup. You mentioned Ontong and Patik. Those are experienced campaigners. You mentioned Chabalala, experienced campaigner. Boye, also experienced campaigner. Being a youngster in that senior environment, what was it like, and how much did you have to change your maturity levels and just learn how to listen more, but also to respond and stand your ground?
Listen, Dylan, I just felt like I'm dreaming, to be honest. Because let's be honest, those guys, they played international cricket, first of all, and these guys are like the age of 27, and that time I'm only 19. But coming from my end, it was also respecting, not stepping on anyone's toes, just knowing my spot, and just trying to sponge each and every single thing they mention or they give out, because of they've played around, they've been around. So as a youngster, listening and taking in and actually reacting to whatever they actually say, it was actually a big thing for me. It's not everyone who actually walks into a changing room and sits and have water while the other guys are having, nice things. Uh, and just listening and being in your bubble and just loving the moment, because yo, I don't want to lie, Dylan. It's something special, and I still get goosebumps up to this day, because not everyone has or have that opportunity to sit with the hunters, and we all know the stats that the guy actually, So it was a dream. I don't want to lie. It was a dream, and still feels like a dream when I sit next to Tembas or play against Temba. I don't think so, because of these guys have been through a whole lot of things, you know. So I'm just learning. I'm still young, like you mentioned. I'm still learning my trade. I'm still trying to sponge in a whole lot of things. And as long as it actually makes me a better human being and makes me mature, I'll take it, you know, and put it to heart.
Lovely stuff. Love it, love it, love it, Tshepo. And then, Tiaan, let's just move back to you. Also, very, very young, with you playing in a space where there are experienced campaigners. Who's been the you can name a few players if you like, a couple of players that you managed to play against or share the dressing room with, that you've watched while growing up, or even coaches that you've worked with, you know, you looked up in a space of admiration, and now you walking the same path as them.
Yeah, no, I think the one was definitely Bashir Waters. I still remember like chilling on the side of the field, watching him play, taking so many wickets from the and yeah, just now being able to share the field, to share the dressing room, to feed off like his like experience. He's definitely the one. And then also now currently with Robbie P. I mean, I always see him in the Caribbean Premier Leagues, commentating everywhere. So I always saw him as a role model, like a very prestigious person. And now to also sometimes join them on that side for practice, or just to feed off of him and to be in like in the team's presence. It's unbelievable. And also like a funny thing, also with Andrew Birch.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, I can still a little kid like watching him bowl was like amazing. And then also later sharing the nets, also getting some knowledge off of him, which was brilliant.
Those are three veterans of SA cricket that you mentioned there, and geez, you can learn so much. Lots of matches, lots of wickets between all of them, and a reverse six, a switch hit or two between Robbie P and I think Bertie going over cow corner. Maybe Bashir, I don't know, I'm not sure. Right, we're gonna wrap it up, gents. I'd love to pick your brain and chat to you all day, but we can't do that now. We'll do it in future, I promise, right? But Tiaan, there's a question here from Lita saying, after repping SA under 19 in the World Cup, what advice do you give to the youngsters who want to reach similar heights? A tough question.
Personally, I think just to keep training hard. But in saying that is what I mean. It's yeah.
Take your time, don't worry.
What they taught us in the under 19 setup is perfect practice. So constantly working on something in order to improve it, but in such a environment where you're actually growing. It's no point of practicing in an environment where you're not under pressure or you're not being tested. So I think that's one of the things that I would say to the youngsters growing up, is just to keep on working hard, and not letting other people outwork you. So yeah, I guess it's kind of stuck in my head right now. And just enjoy the game. I mean,
Beautiful.
Yeah, like I mean, I never really understood the concept of enjoying the game. I always thought it was like a happy dappy type of thing, and not having challenges in the game. But learning now this year, being in the new setup, it's enjoying the challenges as well.
Yes.
So yeah, that's part of enjoying it.
Beautiful points, brother. Enjoy the game. Perfect practice. Big fan of that. And a new testament to the hard work, you know. We're going to jump back to you shortly, Tiaan. From your side, Tshepo, your advice to the younger generation, the ones coming through the system now, who are knocking on the door.
Well, one thing that I still go with is keep working hard. Tiaan mentioned it, but the main thing that actually sticks out for me is keep believing. You know, if you don't believe, you're not gonna achieve what you want to achieve. You know, so keep working hard, keep believing, keep doing the right things, and looking after yourself. That's also major. I mean, as youngsters, we know we can actually fade away quickly. But keep believing, keep working hard, and enjoy the game as well. There's fun. This beautiful game is actually fun. It's nice. Sunscreen and all. So that's my 5 cent, Dylan.
Love it, love it. Remember, guys, you inspire us even if you think you don't inspire us. There's a lot of youngsters playing club cricket, school cricket, running in saying, hey, I'm Tshepo Ntuli. Hey, I'm a young Tiaan van Vuuren. You guys must always remember that. Eh? And then as we wrap it up, this is always a tough one, but you've worked with numerous coaches over the years. You know the value of coaches. You know the assistance they give you in spaces on and off the field. First up with you, Tshepo, any words of encouragement to our KFC mini cricket coaches and coordinators?
No, that's actually an interesting question, Dylan. I don't want to lie. It's actually a tricky one. But coaches, I'm gonna actually ask you guys to actually do one thing, and or a few things rather. Respect actually goes a long mile. Having that relationship, respect amongst players and yourself, and just knowing what's happening with the kid that you're busy coaching, because of some kids are actually they lost, and yet again we go, or they come to practice and you actually come so hard at them, and you not knowing their situation at home or what they're actually doing. So that's my main thing. I mean, Jeff also mentioned it now the other day in one of the articles. So that's one. And number two, keep believing, keep throwing, keep telling the young kid, keep motivating them. Listen, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Keep doing the right things. I know sometimes we get despondent, because I know I also coach every now and then, but if a kid sees you being despondent towards his reactions or her reactions, that kid is not going to go home happy. So keep installing that listen, it's fine to make mistakes, but tomorrow we come back stronger. I mean, a young kid, even I still have massive respect for coaches who've done that, and they actually played a massive role in my career. Even now, Robbie P is playing a massive career in my career. I mean, he's playing a massive role in my career so far. So keep doing that, keep ticking the right boxes, and best believe, as soon as that kid walks off the field, I tell you, you're going to actually say, you know what, I've worked with that kid, and that's probably the best feeling ever as a coach. So keep believing, keep motivating, and keep respecting. Thanks, Dylan. And thank
Lovely
you,
stuff.
everyone for having me.
Lovely stuff. Don't leave yet, Tshepo. Don't leave yet.
Okay.
You want to use your daughter, you must stay. You want to use your daughter. Wait there. We like seeing you. We know you're important. You must stay over that. But well said. Well said. We appreciate your sentiments, right? And then from your side, Tiaan, just a message to the coaches and coordinators.
I think just because I mean, growing up, all the coaches where I started off at a young age, they kind of not made me love the game, but I started loving the game once they started, like giving off their advice and just making the environment enjoyable. I mean, I can remember so many times of having fun in the nets or on the field. So I think that also goes a big way. Just always making it fun for the kids. Like Tshepo said, you don't really know what's happening in their lives, so maybe it's just a breakaway for them. And then also another thing is just keep asking questions. Sometimes it is good to keep giving off information to the players, but also sometimes to ask questions and to make them think. And sometimes view their way of playing the game. So, yeah.
Love it. Tiaan, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know you're a gentle giant. You fast bowlers are very quiet, relaxed people until you get the ball in your hand and you start bumping them and knocking them over. And we like that. We like that. The opposites. Okay, so that's beautiful. Spinners like Tshepo, busy, bubbly. And we like that. It was in your face all the time. So, Tiaan and Tshepo, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Good luck with the season. Exciting young talents of South African cricket. And